What kind of influence are you having on others? Welcome to Triumphant Life Podcast, episode number 6. Jana McKee here, wellness expert, speaker, best-selling author, certified high-performance success coach, here to inspire you and to challenge you to live a better life in all areas of your life. And this topic came to mind today about influence, and what a powerful topic it is. The world's most accomplished people, we call them high performers, right? People that live the most successful lives in all areas of their life. And the type of people that are continuously striving to be even better in all of the areas of their life. Again, we call them high performers, and we've been studying them for 20 years. High performers just so happen to be incredibly influential. Why have I chosen that for a topic today? I was invited to speak at a very large event at the convention center this weekend. And I had an incredibly busy week, nonstop meetings all week leading up to this weekend event. And the event required that I do a lot of preparation on top of everything I was already doing. Those of you that know me know that I'm a very good sleeper. I make high quality sleep a top priority in my life because I know that you must be rested, well rested, in order to have a high energy, high productive, successful day. Well, the night before this huge event today, which was last night, I could not sleep. I spent all week working, and then I spent all Friday afternoon and evening preparing for this event. And I'm laying in bed thinking to myself, oh, did I remember to do this and that? And am I going to do a good job at my speaking engagement for my audience? And all of these details that were running through my head. And finally, I'm laying there thinking to myself, why am I doing this? Maybe I just have too many things on my plate. Why am I putting myself through the extra stress of trying to do this event on top of everything else that I'm doing throughout the week and helping my clients and doing other speaking engagements? So I really started to wonder, am I just doing too much? So I got up early. You know what's funny? I set my alarm early and I kept worrying about my alarm being set correctly. And I kept kind of like checking my phone to make sure my alarm was set. You know, those feelings when you know you have to get up in the morning. I got up early, just fine. Did my final preparation, loaded my car with everything I needed for this event. And my father, who turns 79 next week, offered to come with me to give me a hand because we both knew that I was going to be pulled in a million directions at this event, and there were going to be a lot of demands on my attention and my time. So he came over in the morning, we got into my car and drove into the city to go to the convention center. And there we were meeting my assistant, who also was going to help at this very big event. And again, I'm thinking to myself, why am I going through all of this? And so we got all set up and the doors open and people began to arrive. And I'm not the only speaker at this event. The people right away came rushing over to me. And many of the faces I recognized, people that were at my events before. And they're like, we couldn't wait to see you, and what's going on? And we're so impressed with everything you've been doing, Jana. We've been following you online, and congratulations on your books, and on and on. And I'm like, wow, they've actually been paying attention to the things that I've been mentioning in my newsletters. Like, that was kind of cool. And then some of them were like, yeah, we just came because we heard you were going to be at this event and we wanted to come and see you. And I was like, really? I was like, whoa. One woman even said, Janet, there was construction on all of the key roads that I needed to take to get here today. Wow, was I frustrated. I was so upset because I wanted to get here because I knew you were going to be here. And I said to her, no, that's a silly reason to be upset about construction. So this is the kind of thing that was happening, and I'm beginning to realize, I'm like, wow, like people really want to come and see me? Be at this event so they can talk to me and come and hear me speak? And if it wasn't for me being at this event live, I wouldn't have known that. I don't know necessarily who is following my website and my Facebook page and who is really reading the newsletter. Yeah, I could get on my mailing system and it shows me who's opening the newsletter, but I don't know who's really paying attention until I'm out there in the public eye and like seeing these people face to face. So the whole day went on. I'm on my feet all day, speaking to someone nonstop all day today. The type of day that you didn't even really get a chance to go to the restroom or eat lunch. And I gave my speaking engagement. Every seat at my event was taken, which surprised me as well. And everyone was fully engaged with what I had to say. And I got a wonderful warm applause when the event was done. And so many people came up to me after I was speaking and just talking to me. And so many people just came to me and said, Janet, I'm so excited about your books. Whatever you're selling, give me 2. It was just unbelievable for me. So the whole day was going on. My feet are getting sore as I'm standing in these high-heeled boots, and my throat is starting to get dry. You can almost hear it now. Because I was speaking all day to people. It started to get sore, and my contact lenses started to get foggy, and I'm like blinking to try to see. So if you think I'm winking at you, I'm not. I'm just trying to get my contact lenses to be clear again. That's the kind of day. And toward the end of the day, this woman walks up to me and she said, Janet, I wanted to come and say something to you. I was here and heard you speak 8 years ago. And I wanted you to know that was a turning point in my life. Your talk had such an impact on me that I completely changed my life for the better. As a matter of fact, I'm now running this business all with the ideas that you inspired me to have. And not only has it affected me in my life, but it's impacted my daughter as well. And she went into incredible detail about how I did a talk 8 years ago, and she improved her life because of it. I didn't even know who this woman was. So this is what made me realize that is why I go through all the effort to go to speak at these events. That is why I lay awake at night, making sure I have all the details and worrying about doing a good job. This is what's happening. What kind of influence are you having on people you may not even realize? And I know you're thinking, well, Janet, you're in the public eye and you're a speaker and you're a high performance coach. People are like looking to you for direction. Well, I'm having more influence than I even realized. So I want you to think about what type of influence are you having on people? What part of you are you bringing into the world? What kind of influence are you having on your loved ones, on your clients, on your coworkers? What kind of influence are you having on everyone that you come in contact with? The teller at the bank, the cashier at the grocery store. Are you looking at them in the eye? Are you smiling to them? Are you giving them a compliment? You may not know the type of influence that you're having. So let's look at what do we mean by influence when we look at high performance. Influencers teach us how to think. When I'm speaking to a loved one, when I'm speaking to a client, when I'm speaking to hundreds of people at a speaking engagement, my goal is to inspire them to think differently, to think in ways that help them live a better life, a life that's richer, healthier, happier, more fulfilling in every way, a life that's more successful because I want that for them. Influence is how we challenge people. And that's what I do when I'm speaking to someone. I give them teachings. I give them stories to help inspire them and challenge them to be their best. And when I'm done giving a talk, I ask the audience, are you inspired to do these things? Do you feel now you are able to do these things that I'm teaching you? Are you ready to do these things? And I get people saying yes. I challenge people to be their best. That is what a coach is all about. Pushing you and challenging you to move the ball forward, to be your absolute best. And people who have influence are good role models. What amazed me today is my father as he's speaking to people in the audience. He actually said, my daughter, yes, she teaches these things about being healthier, have more energy, and be happier. But I want you to know she lives what she speaks. Yes, every now and then she might get off path, but she always works to do her best, to be her best. And when I heard my own father say that, I was like, wow, even he's paying attention to the way I live my life every day. People that are high performers have incredible influence. They teach us how to think. They challenge us to be our best. And they are good role models for what they speak about and what they teach. So let me ask you, what kind of influence are you having on others? And are you bringing your best into the world? Thank you for joining me today on episode number 6 of my Triumphant Life podcast, pushing you to go beyond where you are today to live your best life. Thank you for joining me. You know I love you. Have a wonderful day.